Our other great participating sponsors include Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, and the Hamilton County Television Calendar. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, before we go any farther, we got to give a big shout out to our technical crew. First broadcast of the season, we ran into some glitches, but we have managed to get the thing on the air, and we are rocking and rolling. So here we are at Noblesville, ready for another exciting season of softball.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year this year. I mean, there's a lot of speculation on this Noblesville team. I mean, last year they went to the final game of the semi-state. They were in the Final Four, so this is a good team. A couple players, a couple seniors have graduated, but this is a very, very potent offense that hit 42 home runs last year and batted .362. So this ought to be a good one. And Western Boone Stars, they're opening the season up here tonight also. So we'll strap them up here in a minute and get ready. Western Boone's finishing up taking their infield, but they're about finished here, and we'll get started, the national anthem and everything. So it's a few minutes before game time.
Perry, it almost feels a little bit more like it ought to be basketball weather out here. I was just bringing my phone up here on the Weather Channel, and it lists the temperature right now is mostly cloudy, 49 degrees. Fortunately, the wind is out of the west at only 4 miles per hour. That's going to be at our back. But we got two teams here. A little bit of difference between these two teams. The main difference is Western Boone comes in here. They had a 21-10 season last year, ended up going out of the tournament in the regional. But they were third in the Sagamore Conference at 10-4. Noblesville Millers had a banner season last year, Perry. They almost got to the state finals, and it was a great season for Deke Bullard and all these girls. They had a 21-11 season, 5-1 in the HCC, and they were just a great team to watch last year. And the other part of it is a lot of the players that were on this team last year are back this season.
Yeah, only Gracie Smith and Hampton were the only seniors on that team last season. So this is a very good team, and got a lot of hitters. Like I said, they're hitting .362 last season and hit 42 home runs.
Yeah, it was a big season for the Millers, and I think Coach Bullard, in talking to him last year, I think he was thinking last year was going to be kind of a rebuilding year, and it really came out probably a little bit better than what they thought. But are the expectations high on this team this year?
Oh, absolutely, they're very high. And the one thing about it's a little bit different. They had two outstanding freshmen in third base, Ella White and Maddie Taylor, and Maddie Taylor come on like gangbusters, and we saw her pitch in the regional. She's unbelievable.
Yeah,
she's one of the best. But the one thing that we have tough here, Brad, is this Hoosier Crossroad Conference is so tough. I mean, we got Southeastern, we got Fishers. If Westfield can get some pitching, they can go a long way.
Yeah, they sure can. I was looking at the preseason rankings, and of the 8 teams that are in the HCC, Perry, 5 of them are in the top 30 in the softball rankings preseason. So that speaks a lot for the type of competition that the Millers are going to see all season. And we will be here most of the season with some Miller games. We're going to be over in Westfield. I think we see Fishers over at either Westfield or at Carmel, if I remember right. But we got quite a bit of softball coming up this season.
We'll actually be at the Carmel tournament over there this year. Not in the sectional. We'll also be at their Carmel Invitational. The other thing important about this coming up here, Brad, is we'll be Monday. I'll be over at Westfield. Westfield's playing Carmel.
Yeah.
So we'll get to take a look at that powerful Carmel offense.
Yeah, and Carmel, they're not ranked in the top 30 this year, which is a little bit of a surprise because they normally are a team that's fairly highly ranked, and they've had a great history of softball over there at the complex on Hazel Dell.
Yeah, but the one thing about it, they still got a lot of hitting.
Yeah, Yeah, it's going to be an exciting season, not only in the HCC but the other teams here in Hamilton County too. There's a lot of
because last night, opening night over at Graham Park last night, Hamilton Heights played Zionsville, and Hamilton Heights beat them 10-6. So
yeah, lots.
There's a 3A school, and a lot of good things going on around here in Hamilton County in softball and baseball.
Nice turnout for the game here this afternoon. Most of the fans are over behind home plate, but in spite of 49-degree weather, the Miller faithful are here in attendance here this afternoon.
Well, the one thing about it is the sun's out. We know what's going to happen when the sun goes down.
Well, hopefully this game will be over before that happens.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm good for about an hour and a half here, and.
Brad, do you want to go over this lineup here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and review the starting lineups here. Let's first talk about the visiting Western Boone Stars here, and they obviously the first game of the season for both of these teams. In center field will be number 2 Hillary Reed. They'll put their designated player in, number 11 Paige Armstrong, in second. The pitcher, number 12 Hannah Rudkin, will be batting third, and batting fourth, cleanup, will be the first baseman Heather Clark. Fifth batter will be left fielder number 34 Molly Crawford. Second baseman number 37 Holly Thompson is batting sixth. Maya Fisher, the catcher, number 24, is in the 7 hole. The eighth will be the shortstop Victoria Grimes, and batting ninth will be the third baseman number 6 Anna Jones, and the flex player will be out in right field. That will be Caitlin Smith. Now, for the Millers, if you want to go around the horn with them, here's I
got the lineup here. Number 2, batting first for the Millers, number 2 Abby Brown. She'll be in center field. She was there last year. Chloe Tragresser, she'll be at shortstop, number 14. Number 5, Ellie White, will be at third base. Number 21, Julie Furyk, will be the catcher. She's batting fourth. Number 12, Emily Minot, she'll be at first base where she played last year. Maddie Taylor will be on the mound tonight for, I guess you don't have a mound here in softball, do we?
Well,
she'll be pitching tonight. And then number 10, the right fielder for the Millers, Riley Moore. Kylie Lowry will be in left field. The designated player, Shea Starrett, she'll bat in the 9th spot, and the flex will be second base, will be Maya Stuckey.
When it comes right down to it, Perry, this is almost exactly the same lineup that the Millers had last year. You alluded to it a little bit earlier that the Millers only lost 2 seniors last year, and so this is quite good for Deke Bullard and his staff that they have an experienced group of players coming back, and to have a pitcher like Maddie Taylor on the mound. I mean, it's so between pitching and catching, I think those are probably you got to be able to hit the ball, but if you can't get up there and do the pitching and catching, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. And the one thing about it is here, Brad, that we're going to see here early because you and I watched several Noblesville games, especially in a sectional regional, and even though Gracie Smith was injured, she was a big part of that team.
Yes, she was
a leader.
We're going to pause now and honor America with our national anthem. We are just about ready to go with softball here from Noblesville High School in Noblesville, Indiana. But before we go there, hey, Perry, celebrating 26 years. Who is that? It's none other than Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit them on the web, www.loganstreetsigns.com, or follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'd certainly like to thank the staff at Logan Street Signs for being our primary sponsor, along with our friends over at Noblesville Trophy. And without their support, we certainly would not be able to bring you all this great softball that we're going to be bringing you all season long here on Hamilton County Television. And we're going to be doing a combination this year, Perry, a little bit different. Tell the folks about some of the special things we got coming up.
Yeah, to give people more games this season, we're going to try to do a couple different things. We'll do this broadcast, but we'll also be doing some audio broadcasts. So, like Noblesville is going down to play later on the season, playing a great New Palestine team, and I'm probably going to make that trip down there and at least do the audio portion of that ball game to keep our fans and the people around the county and the people that follow us here at Hamilton County TV well informed.
You know, what's really amazing about this is you see, you stop by the station and you see Jim up there working on things, and the man, Jim Wofford, our executive director, producer, CEO, chief cook and bottle washer, Mr. Everything. I mean, he just does a tremendous job, and he's always thinking of new things and trying to make things better for us as broadcasters and for our viewers, and we really appreciate that. We're ready to get underway. The Stars will send up their center fielder, number 2, Hillary Reed, will be the first batter to face Maddie Taylor. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
This is going to be a little bit hard for the umpire because he says a strike and then gives a sign.
Yeah. So we'll be listening and watching at the same time.
Yeah.
0-1. There's a hot shot right into the porta potty.
Going to hit the porta potty. Who hits the porta potty tonight?
Well, I hope there was nobody in there because it certainly would have startled somebody because that ball hit real hard over there over to the right side toward the press box. 0-2 on Hillary Reed. Taylor's pitch is a little bit low and outside. She's still ahead at 1-2. Probably a good throwaway pitch on that. Just see if she could get her to nibble at that. But Reed did not nibble at that low outside fastball. There's a ball just outside of first base, foul. Count will remain 1-2 on the center fielder, Hillary Reed. We're in the opening inning. Top of the first batter of the season here from Noblesville. It's the Stars in the red, the Millers in the black today.
Now, Reed last year, she batted .250 for the Stars. Time called.
I'm not sure what they were calling there, if they were calling a pitching violation or... The count has gone to 2-2, so apparently there must have been some kind of a pitching violation on there.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think she was on the rubber set and it took her too long. You know, they're trying to speed up this game. I believe that's what it was. 2-2 on the count here.
Nice pitch. Reed manages to get a little piece of that and foul it back and stays alive at 2-2. See Tony Euler and Leah Woldrich over here today taking in the opening game festivities. The 2-2, little bit high. Boy, that had to be a hard one to lay off of, Perry.
Absolutely.
Three balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff batter, Hillary Reed. That one is
right
right
down the
over that
middle.
outside corner at the knees, and Reed goes down looking. One out, nobody on. That'll bring up the right-handed batter, the designated player, number 11, Paige Armstrong.
Armstrong batted .216 the last year. She's a junior.
That was a nice strikeout pitch there by Taylor on that last batter.
Oh, yeah. It was low. It was a little outside.
High pop-up on the left side. Is anybody going to be able to get to it? Left fielder goes out there, and Kylie Lowry just cannot get there in time. That was, as far as a place to hit the ball, Perry, that was placed perfectly for a base hit.
Absolutely. And, of course, this is early in the season, and they got to be talking and everything. So
yeah, I don't think there was any way that anybody was going to get to that. Chloe Tergesser, she tried her best to get back there, but she couldn't, and Lowry had a long run to come in on that one because it was not that far out of the infield. So the Stars have got a runner on here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss by the number 3 hitter, the pitcher Hannah Redkin.
Redkin is one of those great sophomores. She's batting .344 last season as a freshman.
We are having a little bit of difficulty with Perry's microphone here. It seems to be popping in and out now and then, so we apologize for that. There's nothing wrong with your computer or television. It's a problem on our end that our technical staff is working on. We'll try to get it remedied for you.
Oh, and 2 on the batter.
Second left-handed batter already. That one was a little bit inside. Makes it count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 down, 1 on. We're in the top of the first, no score. Stars at bat with a runner on first. Nice swing and a miss on the fastball there, and quick throw down to first. Emily Minot and Paige Armstrong was close enough that she managed to get back in plenty of time.
Furyk will throw that ball, Brad. You know that.
She's got a strong arm, no doubt about it.
2 outs here. Heather Clark batted .361 last season, Brad.
Swing and a foul tip straight back by Clark. She just got under that one just a little bit. She's probably saying she wished she had that one back.
I'm sure.
Clark, the first baseman.
2 outs here. We are in the top of the first inning.
The 0-1 pitch, that one is fouled in foul territory, but Emily Minot manages to get over there and gets to the ball and makes the out for the 3rd out of the inning. So in the top of the first for the Stars, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases in the middle of the first. Western Boone nothing. The Millers coming to bat.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com.
Perry, I'd like to just throw a personal note in here and send our condolences to our good friend Jan Bozier. He lost his mother about a week ago, and Jan and his family laid their mother to rest yesterday here in Noblesville. And, of course, the Bozier family has been around Noblesville. And anybody who lives in Noblesville knows Jan and his family. And in that, of course, Jan, one of our broadcasting cohorts with HCTV, and goes back to the old days of hometown television and that. And our condolences to Jan and his family on the loss of his mother.
Up first for the Millers here will be number 2, Abby Brown, the center fielder.
Hannah Redkin finishing up her warm-up tosses. Not a bad afternoon out here, Perry.
Not until the sun goes down, Brad. We know it's coming, Brad.
Yeah, I know. Well, it doesn't get dark till almost 8 o'clock now, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, let's see what the Millers are going to end up doing offensively here. The Millers have got a lot of batting power coming back here this year. Abby Brown last season, she was the 5th leading batter for the Miller team. She batted .374, not bad at all. And she will step in. She's the center fielder for Deke Bullard. First pitch on the way to Brown. Over the outside corner. Called strike one. Both of the pitchers started out their series with a called strike in the first pitch.
And the one thing about this, Brad, both of them are sophomores. So
yeah.
We're going to see them for a long time.
Uh-huh. That one also hits that outside corner, and Abby Brown is in the hole at 0-2. We're in the middle or at the bottom of the first, no score. Stars had one runner on in the first half of the first inning, could not get her around. Miller's trying to get some action going here. That one bounces in. Kind of another one of those throwaway pitches, but that one I don't think a batter would ever be tempted at that because that bounced almost in front of the plate. The 1-2 pitch. That one's a little bit outside. Good eye there by Abby Brown, Perry. The 2-2 pitch on the way from Redkin. That one's high. Second time we've gone to a full count already in this game, Perry. Abby Brown, center fielder, with a full count. Swing and a miss. Brown goes down swinging for the first out at the bottom of the first.
Next batter for the Millers is Chloe Trigresser.
Playing shortstop this season. Big number 14 on her back. Takes the first pitch for a ball outside. She's got big shoes to fill there at shortstop, doesn't she, Perry?
Oh, she absolutely does.
But she'll do a good job out there.
Absolutely. She played a lot at second base last year.
There's a high pop-up. Looks like that's going to go to the center fielder. Hillary Reed gets under it and makes the play. Second out of the bottom of the first.
Next batter for the Millers is number 5, Ella White. She's a third baseman.
Ella was the leading batter for the Millers a year ago on the season with a season batting average of .473.
Not bad for a freshman, right?
Yep.
Good hitter, Bob. Good hitter.
She only had 10 home runs, too, so.
Well, as cool as it is today, it's going to take quite a poke to get this ball out of here, but I'm not saying it can't be done, but
we'll see.
first pitch is a called strike. That one's a little bit low, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on the third baseman, Ella White. White steps back in after briefly calling time. The pitch from Redkin, that one's fouled straight back. White just barely got under that one, Perry.
She wanted that one pretty bad.
Yeah. Just missed it a little bit low. One ball, 2 strikes on Ella White. Bottom of the first, no score. That one bounces in and evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-2 pitch. Well hit to center field. That is way back there, way back there. It is gone.
Yeah, Brad, you said it was going to be pretty tough to hit it out of here.
Well, I'm glad they made a line on me, Perry.
Ella White.
Boy, you could see when that one left the bat that had a good chance of going out of here. She just hit that ball to straightaway center field, took a 2-2 pitch, and got everything under it. It didn't clear the fence by a whole lot, but it doesn't make any difference if it clears by 2 feet or 20 feet. It's a home run, and the Millers are on the board. They're up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Cleanup hitter catcher Julia Feriak steps in. First pitch to Feriak. That one's low.
Feriak's another good hitter here, Brad, for the Millers.
You know, when White's fouled back a couple of those pitches, Perry, I thought she was just a little bit under those, and boy, she got a pitch right there.
She lifted it off
in the wheelhouse, and she took care of it. And the wind right now is basically calm, so
yeah, the wind
was not a factor in that home run. She
Absolutely.
just got everything on it, and probably with the cool temperature, she had to get a little bit of extra on it. You know, in summertime temperatures, that probably would have cleared the fence by 20 feet easily. That's a strike. Makes it 2 balls and a strike on catcher Julia Feriak.
What do you got for last year batting? You have her? I'm sorry.
I don't have her.
Oh, okay.
There's a swing and a foul ball back.
Brad, I have her for 382 last season.
Mm-hmm.
And she hit 6 home runs. This team hit 41 home runs last year. So.
Yeah, it was a power team. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Redkin gets the signal. That one bounces in. Nice stop there by Maya Fisher.
Sorry about the wind. You can hear it through the
well,
microphone.
we need to explain to the fans, too, that
we're outside.
Yeah, we are outside
we're
right next to the fence
elements
here. There is no press box behind the stadium here, so we are in the elements just like everybody else is. So we've got our winter coats and hats and gloves and everything on. There's a pop-up on the infield. Looks like the right fielder, Caitlin Smith, is going to grab that. So in the bottom of the first for the Millers, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on the bases at the end of 1. Millers 1, Stars nothing. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Well, we're back. We had a little technical difficulty there. So, Community Health Network is Central Indiana's leader providing healthcare services where and when patients need them. If with any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
Beautiful late March day here. At least, Perry, at least softball season isn't coming in like a lion.
That's right.
You know, some of the wins that we had last week, but we go here into the top of the second for the Stars. They'll send up their 5, 6, and 7 batters. That'll be Molly Crawford, Holly Thompson, and Maya Fisher. Stars are down by 1, courtesy of the home run by the Millers in the bottom of the first. So the Stars have got a little bit of making up to do, but both of these teams, good teams, both of them ranked in preseason. The Millers almost at the top of the 4A, and the Stars about in the middle of 2A. Molly Crawford steps in. First pitch on the way from Taylor. That one bounces in for ball 1. Like to thank the Noblesville athletic staff here, Tony Euler, Leah Woldridge, and our buddy Andrew over there. He's standing about 5 feet from us here. Thanks for all their hospitality and helping us get set up here today. 1 ball, no strikes.
Molly Crawford hit 215 for the season last year, Brad.
After this next pitch, we'll set the defense for the Millers. That one bounces in, so it'll make it 2 balls and a strike. Outfield left to right, you have Kylie Lowry, Abby Brown, and Riley Moore. Third to first is Ella White, Chloe Tergesser, Maya Stuckey, Emily Minot, and Maddie Taylor. At the rubber, Julia Furiak behind the plate. That's your defense for your Noblesville Millers. There's a ground ball to second. That one's scooped up by Stuckey. Easy play over to Minot for the out. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the second. That'll bring to the plate second baseman Holly Thompson. Do have a little bit of wind coming up here every once in a while, but
flag's blowing pretty good now.
Yeah. Thompson swings at that one and fouls that over above the first base dugout.
Thompson didn't see much action last year, Brad. I don't have any stats on her, so.
Of course, a lot of the stats that were,
they're a year old too. So.
Yeah, and everything's from a year ago, so we're relying on, previous information.
But the one thing about it, they had a whole summer
and
worked out in the winter and stuff, so they're stronger, and you may see some players shine here that maybe didn't last year.
A ball and 2 strikes on Holly Thompson, the second baseman.
It's all about hard work and dedication.
The 2-1 pitch fouled back, evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the second. The Millers ahead of the Stars at 1-0. 2-2 pitch. That one's a little bit low.
Now, Brad, if we were a little bit younger, we could go up there on the top of those light poles and set,
I remember a few years ago that standard out there in
left field.
Left field. We used to broadcast from there in the old Hamilton County television days. That one is a stop.
Nice stop.
Nice stop. What a great stop there by Maya Stuckey. She dove straight into the dirt and managed to stop that ball and had enough time to get it over to Emily Minot to make a beautiful play on Holly Thompson for the second out of the inning.
Great play there by Stuckey.
She's been responsible for the assists on both of the outs so far in this inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Maya Fisher. 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the second. Strike 1 on Fisher. She knew that too. That ball was almost one of those that was there in that no man's land that's tough to hit. It was inside right at the knees, and those are tough to get to. There's one that's a little bit low. Fishers takes that, so she evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 count.
Swung a little late.
Yeah. You can hear the crack of the bat on those aluminum bats there, and I dare say had that been a wooden bat, that probably would have shattered that bat.
I think you're probably right.
She hit that very, very hard.
1-2 on the batter here.
Ooh, boy, that had to be a tough one to take. But
yeah, absolutely.
Of course,
especially with 2 strikes.
Well, but Fisher's a catcher. She should have a pretty good eye for where that ball is.
Absolutely.
Playing her just about straight away out in the outfield, deep in left and center, not very deep in right field though. That one's a little bit low. That's going to run it up to a full count now on the catcher Maya Fisher.
You got to kind of figure in right field you could play a little bit closer when you got a pitcher like Taylor on the mound.
Yeah.
Because if they swing late, they're not going to get a lot of power into
Yep,
it.
exactly. Swing and a miss. Fisher goes down on strikes. I've got that as a third strikeout of the game already for Maddie Taylor. So we are in the middle of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the bases in the middle of the second. Millers 1, Stars nothing.
Church hit the Lantham since an establishment in 1880. Our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve the most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Perry, we are in the middle of the second inning here. The Millers hanging on to a 1-0 lead here. And, as cool as it is today, and as well as these teams are starting out, and both pitchers seem to be starting out, this, we could be looking at a low-scoring game here today.
Brad, I think we're in trouble.
Why is that?
Somebody walking through the gate over there.
Uh-oh. Who's coming through the gate?
Rick Vanderwilden. You see him over there by the camera? I guess he's over by the...
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, welcome Rick Vanderweilen, Mr. IHSA TV, to the stadium.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So for the Millers here in the bottom of the second, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 batters in Deke Bullard's lineup. That'll be Emily Minot, Maddie Taylor, and Riley Moore. Minot steps in for her first bat of the game and the season. Minot, a right-handed batter.
She batted .391 last season.
Strike one on Emily.
If you can remember in that sectional, she got pretty hot.
Yes, she did.
Hit several home runs in that tournament and was a big, big factor.
Second pitch, there's a high pop-up into left field. Where's that going to go? That's going to go foul, but boy.
It was long enough.
Yeah, she straightens that out, and she's got 4 bases. I'll bet she'd like to have that one back, Barry. She just got I think what she was looking for, I think she was looking for a fastball.
Yeah.
And got an off-speed pitch and just got out in front of it.
You got to realize she hit 9 home runs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the things these teams that take on the Millers this year have got to be aware of is that the Millers love to put runs up on the board via the home run. And they did it all season last year and have started that way already this season. The 1-2 pitch.
That's
another blast out there. That one just hits the wall. It looks like Minot's going to be into second with a double. A well-hit ball all the way to the fence, Perry, for Emily Minot. She got everything she could on that foul ball that went to the left of the foul pole there. But boy, when she got on this one, she got everything on that. So Emily Minot leads off for the Millers with a 2-base hit. Second hit of the day for the Millers, and that'll bring up Maddie Taylor, the pitcher. Taylor not only a good pitcher, but also a very good hitter. I had her hitting going into the final game of the season last year. I had her hitting .452.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now on Taylor. Miller'd like to put a couple more runs on the board here. Hannah Redkin already given up 1 run on 2 hits. Runner on second. Emily Minot ready to take off. That one's a little bit high and outside. Taylor, for a youngster, she's well disciplined up there at the bat, Perry. She didn't she didn't go after that pitch that was marginally close to the plate.
Yeah, she's a great player. She really is.
There's a well-hit ball to right field. The right fielder, Caitlin Smith, is back. She takes it, and on the play, Minot will advance to second. Call it a sacrifice, I guess.
Yes, it was.
It's a fly out, but since there's no
sacrifice fly and advance the runner.
Yep. So now we have a runner on third with one out, and that'll bring up Riley Moore, who's out in right field today. That was another well-hit ball, Perry. The Miller ladies are getting some bat into these balls today.
Yeah, certainly are, especially on a cold day here. And you know, as I do, those bats don't really perform.
Oh yeah,
well.
those things sting.
Yeah,
I can remember that even from when I was a youngster, and that's a lot of years ago. Emily Minot on third base, right in front of us, getting a pretty good lead off there once the pitch gets across there. Don't know whether she'd have a chance to score on a pass ball or not, but she's taking off just like she should be.
Riley Moore played most of the year on JV. Towards the end of the year, she played some varsity ball, but she's got the starting position in right field this year. Worked very hard over the winter, I've been told by the coaches to get ready.
Let's see if we're going to have another score here. Yes, we are. I was wondering whether she might not be able to score on a pass ball, and the Millers probably got lucky on that because that ball went to the screen, Perry, and it just stopped there.
Yeah, it just died right there.
And Maya Fisher just did not have a chance to make a play on that ball. So credit Minot with the run. But give her the run on a passed ball. We got a 2-1 count now on right fielder Riley Moore. Of course, it was Maggie Hampton who played right field last year for the Millers, and I think she ended up at University of Detroit, if I remember right.
Yes, he's up there at University of Detroit. Gracie's over at DePaul.
Mm-hmm.
There's
a nice hit right down. Another hit, second hit of the inning for the Millers. So one way or the other, Minot was going to score, whether it had been on that hit or on that passed ball. But the Millers now with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second, and left fielder Kylie Lowry stepping in. We're in the bottom of the second. Millers ahead at 2-0 here from Noblesville. A little bit low and outside on that one, Perry. I thought she was going to get rung up with a strike, but just missed a little bit low. Here's Redkin's pitch. Another ground ball. That one's going to short. Going to try to turn two. Do they make it? No.
Nope. Good hustle by
Riley Moore was erased on the force out at second. Lowry reaches on a fielder's choice. And so there is now 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And the number 9 batter, the designated player, Shea Sterrett, steps in. Close play there at first, but I think it was a good call. First pitch to Sterrett, swing and a miss. Maya Fisher thought for a second there maybe about throwing down to first, but at this point with 2 outs, she's not going to probably take much of a chance there. That one's high, 2 balls, no strikes. I thought it was 2-0. The scoreboard's got 1-1, Perry. So we'll call it 1-1. There's a bunt, good bunt. Redkin picks it up. She's not able to.
Nobody there.
Third base is wide open. What a great job of base running there by Kylie Lowry. She came around second base, Perry, and she saw that third was wide open, and she just never hesitated coming around second base and easily made it to third. So the Millers now with runners on second and third in 2 outs, in the top of the order back up.
Good heads-up play by the Millers on that.
Yes, exactly. So Sterrett.
That brings up Abby Brown for the Millers in the top of the order.
Sterrett officially gets a base hit on the bunt. And Lowry advances to third, and then Sterrett advances to second on the throw over to third. So that's how we got runners at second and third. And Abby Brown with a chance here to bust this one wide open for the Millers.
Yeah, these are two big runs out there on the bases right now. It could break this open a little bit.
Yep, it will. That one's a little bit outside, 2-0 on Brown. She struck out swinging in the first. 3 hits so far in this inning for the Millers. 2 runs have already scored, 2 more in scoring position. That one's high. I think Redkin might be a little bit shaken up after that last play, Perry, because I think she thought she was going to be out of the inning there.
Yeah, because that was a good bump by Sterrett, and then Lowry with that heads-up play at second, so going to third with no one over here.
3-0 pitch on Abby Brown, and I've got to believe she might get the go sign here. She gets something she likes. She takes it for a strike, 3-1. One of the advantages sitting on this side, we could hear the third base coaches very well with their with their orders to the players. The 3-1, ball 4. The bases are loaded for the first time today, and
Chloe Trigesser will be coming up for the Millers here with bases loaded. So
yeah, she flew out to center field her last time up. She just missed getting under that.
Yeah, she
didn't hit it very deep, but she needed to get a little bit more under that. Now, Chloe with an opportunity here. Any kind of a hit in this situation, Perry, probably scores
2
at least. Positive for 1. If it goes out of the infield, it's probably going to be 2, maybe even 3. Strike 1 at the knees to Chloe Trigesser, the shortstop.
The only reason I say that is second and third got some pretty good wheels. They can move.
Yes, they got some speed out there. Well, we saw that when
on that run.
Yeah, when Lowry was coming around second base, she was moving. Trigesser hits a line drive. That's going to score at least 2.
Maybe
that's going to go all the way to the fence, and number 3 is coming around. Will there be a play? No.
Nice.
A double for Chloe Trigesser and 3 RBIs. She knocks in Kylie Lowry and Shea Sterrett and Abby Brown. So they score 3 more runs, and the Millers are ahead 5-0 now. And the Stars are once again talking it over there out at the mound.
This is probably not the person you wanted to have come to the plate.
No.
Either.
Yeah, Kendra Marshall, the head coach of the Stars, came out of the dugout fairly quickly. And you've got to say that Trigesser, she got the pitch that she wanted, Perry, and she did what she needed to do. I mean, she just put that ball right between the shortstop and second base, and that thing went all the way to the wall.
We have a runner on second base for the Millers, Trigesser.
Trigesser got there with that double and 3 RBIs. Rick Vanderweilen here taking pictures.
The batter now, White.
White had a home run her last time up. That one gets by. And Trigesser, probably a wise move on her part. She did not try to advance.
I think she lost it. She didn't see it go through the catcher's leg, and so.
Well, the other thing that happened on that, Perry, is that one hit the back screen, and it came bounding right back toward the catcher Fisher. So Trigesser may have had a hard time getting to third base. 0-1, popped up. Pitcher Redkin has got it, And that is going to retire the Millers in the bottom of the second. So in the bottom of the second for the Millers, there were 5 runs on 4 hits. Rather, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 2, it's Millers 5, Stars nothing.
Smith's Jewelers has been serving him.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
We're back here at Noblesville softball field. Millers are up 5-0 over Webo, and we're in the top of the 3rd inning.
Big hit there. The big hit there in the second inning goes to Chloe Tregesser, who ends up with a double, a base clearing double for 3 RBIs. So the Millers had sent 8 batters to the plate there in the bottom of the second, ended up scoring 4 runs to take the 5-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd.
Victoria Grimes, the batter for Webo. She batted last year .359. She's a junior.
Big swing and a miss for Grimes, the shortstop. Now this is where Maddie Taylor really gets good, in my opinion, Perry. She gets a lead, and she just toughens up. There's one that's gone right back to the screen. Furiak didn't have a chance. I don't think she saw where that was going.
No,
but
and you know, that's one thing that's got to be worked out here. Brad, it's early in the season. Somebody will be talking to her.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was hit high enough for her to have a play on,
right.
but it may have hit the screen. I couldn't tell from our angle, but it's an 0-2 count.
Oh, my God.
Swing and a miss.
She had her hands tied on that one.
Yeah.
What a pitch that was.
She was expecting a fastball, got an off-speed pitch, and I don't know if I'd call that a swing and a miss or a called 3rd strike. But
a swing and a chop.
Yeah, one way or the other. Victoria Grimes is out of there. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Anna Jones, a 3rd baseman.
Another junior for...
Just watching Taylor now with this 5-run lead, Perry, it looks like she, I don't know, call it maybe a new attitude toward it. And like she's saying, hey, this is my game. That one's fouled back.
Yeah, you know, and all great pitchers do this, man. You have to get the runs on any great pitchers the first and second inning, because after that they get in that groove.
Yeah.
They're tough to see.
Well, especially in softball.
Oh, yeah.
Softball more than baseball. How many times have we seen a 4-3 game go 7 innings, and all 7 of the runs are scored in the first 3 innings?
Absolutely.
There's one that's fouled back over to the right side, right over the heads of the
fans,
spectators over there.
They need to be paying attention because that brings by one father's head there. So we got 1 out here, 1 and 2 on the batter. Jones.
That's a swing and a miss.
That's 3.
She's out. I think she thought she was up there, still had another strike to go. That's 2 strikeouts here in the 3rd inning so far. Another nice effort there by Maya Stuckey at second base to try to get Hillary Reed at first, but that one was hit just a little bit too far back there. So breaches on a 2-out single. Second hit of the day for the Stars. Designated player Paige Armstrong steps in. Swing and a foul straight back.
Stuckey's looked pretty good there at second base so far, Brian.
Yeah, we're having some audio issues once again here. We apologize for that. Our technical crew is working on that, trying to get everything restored as quickly as possible. 0-1 on Armstrong. She swings and right back to the screen once again. Oh and 2 on Armstrong. There's a pop-up right to the shortstop. The top of the third is over. In the top of the third for the Stars, there was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the third, 5, Stars, nothing.
Smith's Jewelers has been serving Noblesville and Hamilton County, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a positive experience. Contact them at 317-773-3383.
Here from Noblesville High School. Millers hosting the that would have been a home run also.
Absolutely.
Oh and 2 is the count on Emily Minot. Last time she was up, she hit one all the way to the base of the fence and just missed a home run. The 0-2 pitch to Minot. That one's a little bit high and outside. 1 and 2 now. 5-0 in favor of the Millers. We're in the bottom of the third from Noblesville, Indiana. On the banks of the White River, Perry. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Minot goes down on strikes. second out of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Maddie Taylor. Looks like, to me, Perry, that Hannah Redkin has kind of regained some of the form she had earlier. I imagine they chatted with her in the dugout there after the, when she was in there, because she's definitely looking a little better than she was looking during the last half inning.
Absolutely. She looked a lot better there now.
First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Taylor flew out to left field her last time up. That one's a little bit low. Evens the count. 1 ball, or rather makes it 2-0, I'm sorry. 5-0 in favor of the Millers. We're in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, nobody on.
You know, the one thing about it is, Brad, the Millers are very, very patient at the plate. You know what they?
That one bounces in. Nice stop there by Maya Fisher.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to Noblesville High School. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Opening day of softball 2019. I was a few years early there, Perry. Sorry about that. But anyways, not a bad opening afternoon. You know, so many of these games that we've done through the years, we have either been in a press box or whatever on opening day and had windows closed, blankets on, and the whole 10 yards. But being outside today is not bad at all, Perry, is it?
A lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah. The Stars will send their 3, 4, and 5 batters up here to face Maddie Taylor here in the top of the 4th. Hannah Redkin, the pitcher, will step in first. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning, a strikeout swinging. First pitch of the 4th from Maddie Taylor. That one just barely hit that lower inside corner for a called strike 1. Can hear the Stars players in the dugout over there urging their ace pitcher on here. Not only a good pitcher, but a good hitter also.
That's the one thing about girls softball, Brad. There's a lot of chanting.
A lot of enthusiasm. Millers have got Bailey Ryan go down to loosen up. There's a swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes now on Hannah Redkin. Doesn't surprise me that the coach is looking at maybe a pitching change this early in the season, Perry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no sense. There's a lot of season yet to be played here, and you want to give some of these other pitchers the opportunity to throw too.
Well, and it's early and it's cool, and you don't want to, overwork somebody until, you get a little warm weather and they get in a groove, and it sure makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
Counts evened up at 2 balls, 2 strikes on the pitcher, Hannah Redkin. We're in the top of the 4th. Millers ahead, 5-0 against the Stars of Western Boone. Called strike 3. That's the second time that Redkin has struck out. First time she struck out swinging. This time she strikes out looking. That'll bring up the first baseman, Heather Clark. She popped out back to the first baseman, Emily Minot, in foul territory in the first inning to end the first inning. Stars with 2 hits so far today, no runs. That one's way high over everybody's head. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on first baseman Heather Clark.
We got 1 out here.
1 out, nobody on. Clark drills one into the gap in right center field. That's going to be good for at least 1. She's going for 2. She may be not going for, she got a break.
Yeah, hit her right in the back.
She got a break. The ball hit her. And she is going to be, she got hit in the back, so she gets, now whether she's going to get the base or not, no, she is not going to get the base.
No.
But when the ball hit her in the back, it was considered
a dead ball.
Yeah, that becomes a dead ball. So Heather Clark gets a base hit, the 3rd hit of the game for the Stars. And fortunately for her, Perry, that turns into a dead ball situation because if that had not been a dead ball situation, they would have had her hung up between first and second base there. But the dead ball puts her right back there on first, and the Stars, with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, have got a runner on. Molly Crawford, who bounced to the second baseman in the second inning, steps in. First pitch to Crawford is a called strike. 0-1 on Crawford.
Looks like over on the other field, on the JV field there, Brad, the Millers are up pretty big. I see
a 15 or 16 over there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they have.
One ball, 1 strike on Molly Crawford. Maddie Taylor ready at the mound. That one's high, 2-1. One of the first runners, one of the first batters she's been behind today, Perry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crawford batting in the number 5 position for the Stars.
Oh, it's a good pitch.
Nice pitch over that outside corner. Evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heather Clark on first, reached on a base hit. The 2-2 pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss. Throw over to first. Clark is back in time.
That score over on the JV game is Noblesville 16, Western Boone 0.
Wow, that's going to be a 5-inning game.
Yep.
7th strikeout of the game I've got so far from Maddie Taylor, Perry. She's in the groove. Second baseman Holly Thompson steps in. 2 outs, 1 on. Thompson bounces that one in foul territory, just outside of the foul stripe. Ella White did a nice job of knocking that down to make sure that that wasn't going to bounce back into fair territory again.
Put all this in here when you're done.
There's a foul ball over toward the JV field. 0-2 now on Holly Thompson. She bounced to second base her first time up in the second inning.
2 outs here.
2 outs, 1 on, a 5-0 lead for the Millers here in the top of the 4th. There's one that's just out of the reach of Chloe Tergesser there at shortstop. She did her best to try to jump up and grab that ball, but she could not get it. It falls in there, and Holly Thompson has got the second hit of the inning, the 4th hit of the day for the Stars. And on that play, Heather Clark moves on down to second. That'll bring up Maya Fisher, the catcher. She struck out swinging in the second inning to end the second inning. Two on, 2 outs. 5-run lead for the Millers. Maddie Taylor trying to hang on to the shutout here. First pitch to Fisher is a little bit low and outside. 1-0 on the Star catcher. Got a big bow in the back of her hair there.
She certainly does.
One and 0 on Fisher. There's a foul going back over to the right side again.
Play.
Going to be out of play, but yeah, might have gone over to the JV field there. But you can just see that these Star batters, they're just not able to get out in front of that ball enough. And when they're fouling it off to the right, that's an indication that they're just a little slow getting around on that pitch. 1-1 on Fisher. That one's outside. 2 balls and a strike on Maya Fisher. Stars trying to get on the board here. They got 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. The 2-1 pitch, that one's fouled straight back. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I see Richie Hall is in the house today, Perry.
That's right. Of the Hamilton County Reporter.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Swing and a foul tip. I think Fisher would like to have that one back, Perry. She just barely got under that thing, and she took that fastball and just tipped it right over the head of the umpire and the catcher. It was a good pitch and a good at bat so far, both ways here. Still 2-2. Here's Taylor's pitch. They're going to have somebody caught in no man's land here. Oh, and it ends up being, I guess we have to call that a double steal, Perry.
It was pretty ugly anyway.
It was, yeah. There's no doubt that it was ugly, but the result of the play is the ball went down to first base, and the runners had taken off with the play, and the third baseman, Ella White, just could not hang on to the ball, and therefore Heather Clark got in under the tag. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position now for Maya Fisher. There's a high pop-up. That one's going to go out of play. Seems like Fisher's been up there for quite a while.
Yeah, that's one thing about softball is it it's close on the fence and everything, so it doesn't take much to get it out of here.
No, it doesn't.
Looks like they got runner in position, in scoring position, runners on second and third.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch from Taylor. Strike 3 called, and Maya Fisher goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So in the top of the 4th, the Stars get no runs, have 2 hits, no errors, leave 2 on the bases. In the middle of the 4th, score remains The Noblesville Millers 5, Western Boone nothing. Hey fans, celebrating over 26 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are in the middle of the fourth inning here at Noblesville. The Millers dodged a bullet, Perry.
Yeah, absolutely. There were runners on second and third there with one of their top hitters up, but they couldn't get anything going there.
Yeah,
but she actually battled.
Yeah, and the Millers had a couple opportunities to end that inning, and they couldn't do it. And they were probably fortunate that they didn't give up any runs in that half an inning. So for the Millers coming up here in the bottom of the fourth, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 batters in Deke Bullard's lineup. That'll be Riley Moore, Kylie Lowry, and Shay Sterrett.
Last time up, Riley got a nice hit.
Yeah, she had a base hit.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what she can do this time.
Unfortunately for her, she didn't score. She got forced out at second. But she was part of that 4-run second inning. Raleigh Moore steps in, ready to get the first pitch from Hannah Rudkin. That one's a little bit outside.
Yeah.
Starts off with ball one. The 1-0 pitch. That was coming right at you, Perry.
No, it was coming right at Grant's camera. Hey, it costs a lot more. Keith Grant's camera costs a lot more than I do.
1 ball, 1 strike on Riley Moore. Another foul ball down the third base side.
We'll see what you can do with it here, Rat. 1 and 2 on the batter.
Riley had a hit in the second inning.
Getting a little cold there, Brad?
Yeah, my fingers are getting a little cold, so I'm going to put some gloves on here. I'm not afraid to call myself a wimp when it comes to cold weather.
Oh, me neither.
That one bounces in. Evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You got to realize I was in northern Tennessee around February, in the middle of February, so it was really cold down there.
Well, you're going to be down there here in another week or so again.
It'll be a lot warmer then.
Yeah. You'll be in the tropics then.
Yeah, it'll be a lot warmer there.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Who's going to take that?
She just got under it. Oh my goodness.
Shortstop, Victoria Grimes, called everybody off, and the ball dropped. So Riley Moore, we give her an error or a hit on that, Barry?
Well, let's check. Let me check the official scorebook here, but I think probably it was probably an error. But
well, Richie Hall is saying it should be a hit. And,
yeah, but Richie's easy.
Richie, they're saying you're too easy of an official score.
Yeah, they did give it a hit.
Okay. But anyways, regardless of whether it's a hit or an error,
she's on base.
She's on base on first base. That's going to bring up Kylie Lowry.
This bottom of the batting order really brought it on.
Yeah.
That beginning.
Yeah, Riley, Kylie reached on a fielder's choice last time. She beat out the double play attempt that she batted into. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs, 1 on. There's one right down the left field line, right into the Miller bullpen. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good thing there was nobody in the bullpen, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why you get that person out there who protects you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been much help down there because they stand at this end.
Yeah.
I guess they could have yelled, right?
1-1 on the right fielder, Riley Moore. Or on Kylie Lowry, let's make it. Riley Moore is on first base. Another foul ball.
Riley Moore's going to get wore out running the base.
Well, I think we're getting close to a record for foul balls here today, Perry. There's been a lot of pitches fouled off here.
When you was a young kid and you got a free soft drink or popcorn at the concession stand, you could have made good money here today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you certainly could have. 1-2 on Lowry. Redkins ready. That one's low. Fisher thought about maybe throwing down to first, but Heather Clark was a little bit off the base. Riley Moore on first. Kylie Lowry at the plate.
Oh.
Ooh, that one caught her in the helmet.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that just grazed off of her, so that could have been a lot worse than what it looked like. And it looks like we're going to have possibly a
pinch hitter.
Is that
what is that?
Is that the second baseman Maya Stuckey coming up, number 1?
Yeah. Stuckey's going to bat this time.
So Shea Sterrett, the designated player, will not bat, and Maya Stuckey, who's at second base, she is batting now. We'll see if defensively they go back to the other alignment.
This is a good spot for a left-hander to be up there.
Exactly. No outs, 2 on. Stuckey faked the bunt. I think, I don't know if she missed that or was going to pull all that bat back, but she missed it one way or the other.
I think she's a slap hitter.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's probably what it was then. Double steal by the Millers.
Riley White on third base.
Well, that was good alert
Lowry
base running.
on second.
Yeah, because Maya Fisher just dropped that ball just a little bit, and it didn't get very far away from her. And the Millers took advantage of it. And Riley Moore is now on third base. Kylie Lowry is on second base. And Maya Stuckey is up there with a 1-1 count. There's one that's slapped and then just barely about 6 inches across the foul line there.
It was the right idea, Brad.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was, in baseball, we call that the suicide squeeze.
Yeah.
Because Riley Moore, she took off with that pitch.
She was going with the pitch.
Yeah. Had Stuckey not made contact, she would have been dead in the water.
There it is.
They're going to go to first and get the play at first. Another one going home, but now they got Riley Moore in a rundown, and they're still going back and forth here. And she finally gets back, but we got two. But we've got 2 runners. We got 2 runners on third base. So the second runner, Kylie Lowry, is out. And Maya Stuckey was out on what I think was third to first, so that's a 5-3 for the first out. And Kylie Lowry, she made the mistake of coming down to third base. She should have stayed at second base, but she is the second out of the inning.
I assure you, that's not the play that Coach DeSalvo called.
Nope. But the Millers being aggressive on the bases today,
and
Barry.
Absolutely, and we're early in the season.
Yeah.
We can do those things now. He would have probably been a little bit less patient if it had been the 10 or 15th game of the season.
Well, the Millers had no outs and 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
And
Now we got 2 outs.
and now there's one play and 2 outs, and still one runner in scoring position, but a fly ball won't help here. That one's right over the outside corner of the plate. 0-2 now on Abby Brown. Brown is 0 for 1 officially. She walked in the second inning, struck out in the first inning. That one's a foul ball. That one is going into the JV field. They're probably about done over there. I see the Millers has now got 19 runs over there on the JV field.
Well, they have to wait anyway, so.
Yeah. They're probably all on the same bus. Abby Brown steps back in. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. 1 on. What looked like it could be a big inning for the Millers may put a goose egg on the board here. Brown takes that one outside for ball 1. Now 1-2.
Abby Brown, our batter here. Riley Moore on third. We got 2 outs.
That one bounces in. Is there gonna be a play at the plate? No. And so Riley Moore, who was the leadoff batter in this inning, ends up scoring. Now there's nobody on. I believe the count is 2-2 though, isn't it, Perry? Or was that the first ball?
I think that's the second ball.
That's what I was thinking. I know there's at least 2 strikes on Brown. That's a foul tip, and she's out swinging.
Yep.
So in the bottom of the 4th for the Millers, it was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on the bases. At the end of 4, Millers 6, Stars nothing. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Noblesville High School softball complex. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. The sun beginning to just a little bit get behind the trees here in Noblesville, and has not been a bad afternoon out here, Perry, but not the kind of afternoon you normally think of when you're thinking about softball. But speaking of softball, the Millers have been taking care of business here, and they've got a 6-0 lead going here into the top of the 5th.
You know, Brad, that's the one thing I love about softball is they don't take many warm-up pitches, in between innings.
No, the game does move very quickly.
Absolutely.
Well, the Stars are going to send up their 8, 9, and 1 batters here. Maddie Taylor back up there on the rubber. First pitch is fouled back again. I don't know if part of this foul thing, Perry, might be, the fact it's early in the season and the girls are still getting their eyes, adjusted as far as, following the ball and everything.
Taylor throws pretty good, too.
Yes, yeah, she's, they're up against a tough pitcher. There's no doubt about that. The 0-1 pitch. Wow, what a beautiful off-speed pitch there.
Well, you think about it, Brad, with them playing two-way ball, this is one of the better pitchers they'll probably see.
Yes, no doubt about it. Swing and a miss. Victoria Grimes goes down swinging. First out. I've got 9 strikeouts now from Maddie Taylor. Anna Jones steps in, swings at the first one. Maddie Taylor just takes a couple steps off the pitching rubber and makes an easy play on that for the second out. Yeah. We're back to the top of the batting order for the Stars. Center fielder Hillary Reed steps in. Had a base hit in the third, struck out looking in the first. What a nice pitch. Maddie Taylor delivers a knee-high fastball on the outside corner of the plate to Hillary Reed to make it 0-1.
One on the batter here.
One ball, one strike on Hillary Reed. There's another strike, 1-2.
Taylor's really settled in this inning.
Maddie Taylor ahead of Hillary Reed, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, little bit low and inside, evens it up at 2-2. You can tell by the way Maddie Taylor took that ball back from the catcher that she thought she had the out there, Perry.
Yeah, she certainly did.
Now she gets it. Swing and a miss. Third out of the inning for the Stars. So in the top of the fifth for the Stars, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases. Middle of 5. Millers 6, Stars nothing. Fans would like to remind you that Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing healthcare services where and when patients need them. If any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check out their website, www.ecommunity.com. Also like to remind you, since establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give them a call, 317-773-2190, or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Perry, we are ready to move into the bottom of the fifth inning here from Noblesville High School. The Millers with a 6-run lead here over the Western Boone Stars. And we are going to see the 2, 3, and 4 batters in Deke Bullard's batting order come up here to face Hannah Redkin here in the bottom of the fifth.
Chloe Trigress are batting for the Millers.
1 for 2 for Chloe. High pop-up on the infield. Shortstop, rather the catcher, Holly Thompson, would look like it was going to be a routine play. That ball almost got over her head, but she managed to get back there and make a good catch on that to get the first out.
She made it look spectacular, right?
Yes, she did make it look spectacular. That'll bring up Ella White, the third baseman. Ella led off the scoring for the Millers in the first inning with a big home run over the center field fence.
We say 5, what do you say?
White is ready to go. Redkin's ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Little high. 1-0.
Get a pitch here. Come on now. You're seeing it good. You're seeing it good.
Third baseman White steps back in. That one gets away a little bit low. 2-0. Catcher Julia Furiak is on deck. Miller's on their third time through the batting order in this game. There's a pop-up that goes foul. That one's back over on the JV field once again.
They're probably dodging bullets over there, don't you imagine?
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, they're dodging something over there because...
of course, they got 21 runs.
Yeah, 21 runs over there. On this one, we've got 6. Miller's leading on both fields tonight. That one's low.
She's certainly not giving Ellie anything to hit, I can tell you that.
No, she's not. After that home run in the first inning, she's been pitching very, very cautiously to Ella. And rightfully so. That one's low. That makes it ball 4. Second walk of the game for Redkin. Other one happened in the second inning. That'll bring up catcher Julia Furiak. She's popped out twice, once to left field, once to right field. Furiak squares to bunt. Steal is in order. Going to be a play at third, and Ella White is easily in there. Ball got away at second base, and
I think there was no one there.
Yeah, and Ella White just kept going. We saw her speed earlier in the game too. So Furiak with a chance to pick up an RBI here, 1-0 on the Miller catcher.
She's going to tag. She's got the speed to do it.
She'll easily score. That was one of those base hits that was kind of right out there in no man's land, Perry. Not far enough for the left fielder get, not far enough or not close enough for the shortstop. So Furiak picks up a base hit. Ella White scores the 7th run for the Millers. Julia Furiak's over there on first base. Emily Minette steps in. Correction, we got a pinch hitter here, Perry. We got, who we got there? That's Riley Newcomer is pinch hitting for the Millers for Minette. Oh, and 1 on Newcomer. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. They're going to try to get 2. They're not going to get 2, but they did get the lead runner. So Furiak is out 5-4, or rather 6-4. And Riley Newcomer reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the pitcher, Maddie Taylor. Taylor takes the first pitch for strike 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Millers 7, Stars nothing from the Noblesville softball complex on the campus of Noblesville High School. Hannah Redkin on the mound for the Stars. Here's her pitch. That one's low. It gets away. Here goes runner down to second. And Riley Newcomer heads up running there. I'm going to give the catcher Fisher a pass ball on that because that ball did not bounce in there, and that's a play she would normally make. So Newcomer is on second. 1 ball, 1 strike on Maddie Taylor, who's 0 for 2 today. There's a hot shot right back at the first baseman. She knocks it down and manages to make the play. So an unassisted out for the first baseman, Heather Clark. In the bottom of the bottom of the fifth for the Millers, there was no runs. There was 1 hit, rather 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 5, Millers 7, Stars nothing. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
I'm Brad Silbert, along with Perry Williams, back here at the Noblesville High School softball complex. Opening day for the Millers and the Stars. Millers ahead of the Stars 7-0 going into the top of the 6th inning. The Millers have scored in all but the 3rd inning so far in this game. 1 run in the first, 4 runs in the second, 1 run in the fourth, 1 run in the fifth. They've also left a couple runners stranded, but they've also made a couple running errors, shall we say. And we are going to get a new pitcher here for the Millers.
Bailey Ryan. Bailey Ryan is now pitching for the Millers, number 7. I think we made a change at first base too.
So number 7, Bailey Ryan.
Number 17, well, Raleigh Newcomer went into the first base. White, Trigesset. I think everything else it looks like the same.
Okay.
No, we gotta change in right field. We'll have to fix that number.
We're in the top of the 6th. Designated player Paige Armstrong, first batter. High pop-up into center field. Abby Brown takes that for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Do we see who's out there in right field yet, Perry? I haven't.
Turn around.
Yeah, I haven't been able to pick up the number yet. That'll bring up the pitcher, Hannah Redkin. There's a hot smash to the shortstop, Tergesser, over to first. 2 pitches and 2 outs, Perry.
Not a bad job there.
Not bad at all. Third batter of the inning will be the first baseman, Heather Clark.
Alyssa Salmon is in right field, number 11.
Pop up there. Is that going to be caught? Yes, it is. 3 pitches and 3 outs,
That's
Perry.
the way to go. Really quick there. 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, we'll take that. So we are in the middle of the 6th with the Millers leading the Stars 7-0.
Smith's Jewelers is serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel for 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be their outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff of Smith's Jewelers is eager to serve customers a memorable, positive experience. Give them a call at 317-773-3383.
We are moving into the bottom of the 6th. The Millers in the driver's seat here, Perry, at 7-0 over the Stars. Hannah Redkin is still on the mound for the Stars.
Solomon's coming up to bat.
Yeah, she took the place of Riley Moore.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Alyssa Solomon is getting her first bat of the day, her first bat of the season. She fouls the first pitch back. 0-1 on Solomon. Solomon also doubles as a catcher. There's a base hit right up the middle for Alyssa Solomon.
Solomon's first at bat, Solomon's first hit, Brad.
Yeah, good way to start off her first season on the Miller varsity. Yeah, Kylie Lowry, the left fielder, steps in. Lowry's been on base twice. That one gets by the catcher, and Solomon took a big step around second base but did not go any farther. I'm going to call that a wild pitch. That was so far out of the zone. That wasn't, I don't think that was going to be caught by anybody. One and 0 for Kylie Lowry. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Millers with a 7-0 lead. High pop-up. Left fielder Molly Crawford is under it. She makes the play. And that forces Alyssa Solomon to stay right where she was there at second base. One out, nobody on. And we have another pinch hitter here for the Millers, Perry. We've got, Abby Harvey is batting. Going to, will it be a play at the plate? No. The Millers pick up another run. So the Millers are ahead 8-0 now. This is Abby Harvey batting. One and 0 on Harvey. Swing and a miss, evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Millers turn the leadoff base hit by Alyssa Solomon into a run. That's got to be a thrill for her. Probably, her first varsity game, first at bat, gets a run, gets a hit and a run.
That's it.
2 balls and a strike. Abby Harvey at the plate. There's a hit by Harvey into right field. Good solid single by Abby Harvey. Second hit of the inning.
It's amazing when you can bring 2 players right off the bench and they get base hits,
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here. Maya Stuckey is going to re-enter. So we'll have to see who goes into second base. If Stuckey goes back to second base, or who's playing where there in the bottom of the inning. We're going to get a change here by the Stars. And it appears to me that first baseman, is that Hannah Clark warming up there now? I think that's, the first baseman, Hannah Clark, is going to take over the pitching duties. Hey, Perry, let's talk a little bit about the Hamilton County calendar. Be sure to check out this calendar for upcoming events in Hamilton County, including local high school events. If you have an event, add it to our calendar. It's easy, and you know what? It's absolutely, positively free. Hamilton County calendar has been online since 1995. Remember, that's www.hctvcalendar.com. Also like to remind you, friends, that celebrating over 26 years in business, That's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Give them a call, 317-773-7200, or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. Millers have the top of the lineup coming up once again as Heather Clark goes into pitch. And I believe Hannah Redkin, did she move over to first base, Perry? Okay, that's what I thought. Brown is officially 0 for 2. She did have a walk in the second inning, 2 strikeouts, 1 in the first and 1 in the fourth. That one's low, a steal. And Maya Stuckey, who came back into the game, has a stolen base. She's at second base. 8-0 here. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Millers score 2 more here, and this game's over, Perry.
Looks like the JV game's over, Brad.
Yeah, the scoreboard's off. The last time I looked at the scoreboard, Millers had 22.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I push the power button every time.
The 2-0 pitch. Low and outside. This has got to be a tough situation for Heather Clark to come in. You know, she's been out there playing all day, but then all of a sudden to go out there to the rubber and start to pitch, you have to go in cold. It's a tough situation. So Brown picks up the walk, and on the passed ball, Maya Stuckey moves over to third. And the Millers have got runners on the corner with 1 out, and Chloe Tregesser is stepping in. First pitch to Tregesser is low for ball 1, and on the play, Abby Brown takes second with a stolen base.
The Millers have runners on both first and second base.
Tregesser takes the second pitch. It misses. 2 balls, no strikes on Chloe Tregesser. Ella White standing on deck for the Millers. That one's a little low. That makes it 3-0.
Timeout now by the Western Boone here.
Stars trying to talk it over here and try to figure out how to get out of this jam. The game is really on the line right here now, Perry. I mean, a hit right now will probably end this game because you've got Abby Brown on second base. Any kind of a decent hit into the outfield is probably definitely going to score both these runs and end this game.
Absolutely.
That one's low, and the bases are now loaded. Chloe Tregesser is on first. Abby Brown on second. Maya Stuckey on third. And that brings up Ella White. Ella White is officially 1 for 2. She did walk in the 5th inning, but she led off the scoring in this game with a huge home run over the center field fence in the 1st inning.
First
That's a strike. Yep.
Of course, she hadn't seen this picture yet, so she wanted to take a look at it.
She's looking at it. She's seeing a different look now. The 0-1 pitch. White asked for time, but she did not get it.
Not really sure why umpire didn't give her the time. But
yeah, I thought she'd asked for it in plenty of time, but Clark finished her windup, delivered the pitch, and it was a called strike. That one gets away. That's going to score another run. That's going to bring Stuckey in from third base. So the Millers now are 1 run away from ending this game. I got the count as 1 and 2. They've got 0 and 3 up on the scoreboard. I believe it's 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ella White swings and misses. They're going to have to throw to first because the ball got away and bounced in, but they do get her at first. So White is officially a strikeout victim for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Julia Firiak. Firiak 1 for 3 in this game. Couple long fly balls to left and right field, then a single to right back in the 5th inning. 1 run here ends the game. 1 out, and we go to the top of the 7th. Firiak swings, just gets a piece of it.
Brad, the one thing tough about this is change of pitchers a little bit different speed.
Yeah.
And everything. So
Yep. Yeah. There's
through.
Yep. Usually in softball, they don't change the pitcher that often.
No.
Firiak hits a ball well hit to left field, right center field. And that is a home run. So Julia Firiak ends the game for the Millers with a home run. So in the bottom of the 6th for the Millers, there were 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases. The final score, Millers 12, the Western Boone Stars nothing. Perry, your final thoughts on this game tonight? You've got a microphone there, sir. Okay, Perry's microphone is not working, so we'll just remind you that today's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Softball on Hamilton County Television was presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 26 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, and the Hamilton County Calendar. My name is Brad Silbert on behalf of Perry White and our great Hamilton County Television technical crew, including Lucas Lacone, Will Wofford, and executive producer Jim Wofford. We appreciate you watching the game with us today. Thank you for being with us. Good night.